Muha meds, man. These things are everywhere. They're just popping up every damn city, every state, no matter where you are. I'm pretty sure 90 to 95% of y'all have seen a Muha med, and if you have, let me know down below which one was it. Was it like the first ones, the carts, or the disposables that they were doing, or the 2Gs that they started coming out with? Because damn, everyone's heard of one. Let me enlighten you if you don't know what a Muha med is. So a Muha med is a company that started off in the black market and went legal, but once they went legal, they just started flying through every city, backdooring shit ton. And they're still backdooring. This is it right here. This is the Muha med 2 grammars. This is the newest edition ones, you know, with the new design. So if you remember the old 2Gs where this side was like at a slant, I guess you could say. I don't know how to describe that. It wasn't a completely fully flat bottom, you know. It was rounded at this part. I feel like it was a smaller device than what we got now, but we still get the standard USB-C with a charging light indicator, I believe. It's just still using the same light that's inside here for the Muha med logo. And if you don't know, the biggest thing is that it has a light on the side. So let's go ahead and check it out for y'all. But you probably saw it in the intro. I don't remember if I even showed it off in the intro. I'm a veteran user of Muha meds, so I'd like to say, you know, I've tried a lot of other flavors. I haven't tried every single flavor that they've ever come out with. Like, every time they come out with a new batch of flavors, I don't try them all, you know. I only try a select few, but I don't get to them all, you know. Sometimes I just don't finish them, like, as quickly as I think I will, which is crazy to me. Like, I know I've tried their 1G carts before when they first started popping up. And then when they started coming out with the dispos, the 1Gs, I did not mess with those, or I've never tried them. Although I saw some YouTubers try them out, you know, such as Simplistic, Sebi G, which they all had positive things, you know, they were pretty good. I mean, so I've only ever tried the 2Gs in the disposable form. I've never tried the 1G disposables. And I've only tried the distillate ones. I've never tried the live resin or the rosin ones, although I want to. But those are harder to come by out here when you're, you know how it is. But with that being said, though, how do I feel about them? Feeling pretty good. I mean, for the most part, I know mine came straight from Dispo because they have a metric tag and everything. And I know just because it has a metric tag doesn't mean it's like legit, because now companies online that make packaging can fake the metric tag too. But you got to look for those inconsistencies that they have, you know, because once you do that, then you know it's like, hey, this one's a fake, but this one's real, whatever, blah blah blah. I already verified mine and I know it's real. I checked it out, everything verified the same, so you know, it was cool. I'll give a shout out to all of y'all, for anyone tuning into today's video. If you are, let me know what you think of the new Muha med 2Gs. Have you tried them? What flavors, or what you got right now, you know? But I try to look for ones that I know are like coming from a reputable licensed brand. Like, even though, yeah, Muha med is backdooring a bunch of them out, you know, and the ones that are being backdoored aren't tested. I mean, you know, at least it's still coming from a reputable licensed brand. Even though the backdoored ones aren't tested, it's like, what are you gonna really lose at this point, you know? I mean, you've already had like, what, 20 of them? One more ain't gonna probably kill you. No. I know they're not the most liked brand. They got mixed opinions because a lot of people like them, a lot of people hate them. But it's like a lot of the people on the fake cartridges subreddit, they seem to like either love him or hate him. I'd say they're good, but you're getting what you pay for, you know, because they're cheap for a reason. It's just distillate with botanical terpenes. And what more could you ask for in something like that? You know, it's cheap. It's gonna get you where you want to be, and it may take you, you know, 2-3 more hits, unlike most like rosin or resin or whatever. But at the same time, you know, it works. I mean, nobody complains. They got cool flavors, you know. If you like the fruity flavors, which I feel like the fruity flavors are good when done right, you know. Although as far as the Pineapple Express goes, that one gets a straight 10 out of a 10. I'm sorry, but you get all the pineapple and all the express. It's just like, I don't know why, for some reason it makes me think of the beginning of Pineapple Express, the movie. But that's exactly what I want to go watch now. But I might do that at the end of this video. But with that being said, though, so it gets a 10 out of a 10 flavor-wise, you know. I feel like smell-wise, it's probably like a 9.5. You get the pineapple notes, but then you get like a slight hint of like gassiness, like slight. I do recommend keeping the little covers on them. If you ever get the rubber covers, I lost mine already, so I'm gonna have to find one to put on here, because it will definitely help with like smell-wise and whatnot. So like nobody will be able to tell exactly that you got, you know, a freaking pineapple or whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? No one knows. It's like chilling. And if you got the little Mylar bags that they come with, I recommend keeping those too, because you can reseal them in there, stick it in your pocket, you know. And it's a pretty good smell-proof way to make sure, you know, your stuff's not gonna smell. The effects, though, are always on point for a Muha. You know, it's gonna get you really where you want to be, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So the effects get a 10 out of a 10. Pretty much anything is just gonna get a 10 out of a 10 on the effects, because it's gonna get you smacked no matter what. I'm not gonna sit here and talk shit about the brand, because while they have kind of gone down a little bit in quality, just the smudge, though I would say their oil quality has gone down a bit. Because I remember back in the earlier days, they were pretty fire, as in like the oil just got you super blasted, dank, whatever, you know. And I feel like they still do get you, you know, fried. They get you, you know, dude, they get you smacked still. But I feel like their oil quality has gone down a little bit since they switched to botanical terps, which, I mean, to each their own. It's good for them in the sense that they can mass produce with botanical terpenes and make more money. But for us, it's like we're getting something different in quality, something that tastes similar but not quite the same as the last version, you know, which a lot of brands are doing that. A lot of brands started off with cannabis-derived terpenes, but then realized that's going to be not cost-effective. It's just expensive, you know, I guess, because to derive the terpenes from each plant, just put them in there, you know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how expensive that is compared to just using botanical terpenes. I just know that botanical terpenes are cheaper and it's easier to mass produce for them. But you know what, for what they are, I like them. I think they're good, you know. I mean, even though they're just distillate and they're not the live resin or the rosin ones, they're good. And for the way I'm chiefing them, you know, where I'm not going to be chiefing them all throughout the day, I'm pretty sure these will last me a good minute. But for the next review, we're not going to rate the effects, because it's going to always get me smacked. So there's no point in rating the effects when you know you're just going to get stoned to the bone. But let me know down below, guys, if y'all copped one. If y'all have, let me know what flavors y'all have tried, because these are pretty gas. If I'm fucking with them, I know you're going to fuck with them, and we're all going to fuck with them.